Hello everyone, welcome to the next episode of Chatroom. Here with us we have our Vice Principal, Dr. Manjunatha Prasad sir, and he's also the HOD for the EC department here at RVITM. Welcome sir.
Yeah, thank you for inviting me for the podcast. I'm happy and delighted to be a part of this show. And I'm open to share my experiences and insights into the past life and present and of my future. So thank you for inviting me. Yes, can we go ahead?
Yes sir, thank you so much sir. Welcome to this episode.
Yes.
We are starting with the school and your early life. So the first question I would like to ask you is, how were you as a student during your school days?
So it's at the root level where I grown and brought up. My schooling was done in Tiptur. My native place was Tiptur, where I studied from KG to engineering, BE. The school days were really memorable. Of course, there are good memories and bad things, but most of my feelings were filled with the joy and happiness during my school days. That was my experience in the school day, and we have activities of mischievousness, and sometimes I become very studious, sometimes deviated from studies. But somehow I maintained the whole life of the school days as a mediocre. I maintained that, I balanced that.
That's very, very great, sir. Another thing is, was there any teacher in school who really inspired you or who influenced you in changing your career path?
Most of my teachers were female teachers. We never called them as a madam, we called them as a miss. Now it is more towards madam. There were a couple of teachers who inspired me in primary school and middle school. Miss Ambika Miss, Ratna Miss, and the headmistress of my school, Tagore School. I studied in the Tagore School, named after a very renowned person. And the headmistress is no more now. She was Miss Rajeshwari. She used to motivate us in almost all our activities and even in the academics. And I learned many teaching skills from her. She used to take the classes for us along with her administration. And the Ratna Miss, Ambika Miss, Shobha, still I remember. They taught us the mathematics. They laid down the foundation of a science and mathematics. The skills, I just tracked them. I just followed them. Some of the things I imitated also. The teaching patterns and other things, I showed them as a mimicry at that time, with a due permission from them. We used to enjoy the whole ecosystem of a school, interacting with them, making fun with the teachers. They never minded to do fun with the teacher, and they were never carried away. That is the system where I brought up. A lot of funny memories. Still, I cherishing those memories as a.
Sir, is there any one memory that you would want to share with us here?
Passing a comment to the teachers, that's okay. One funny thing. And some of the things that that we had in school days, going to the movies, bunking the classes, that is actually in the high school, not in the middle school, because we are becoming more mature, and that is again bunking the classes and getting all scoldings from the teachers. Those are the things. And going to some other house and plucking the fruits in those my friends' houses without noticing them. And their parents used to follow us, used to catch us, and we caught, and that was brought to the notice of the teachers in the school. But as a friends, we never left each other. So they used to protect in front of their parents that they have not done anything. So this is how that we had an experiences of funny moments.
You have lived a life that a lot of us has missed out on.
Yes,
like
yes,
plucking fruits and everything. It's
Yes.
something we've just heard. That's very, very great. And one unforgettable memory that you have since your school days, like one.
The funny thing or a very serious thing?
Anything it might be.
Particularly in the 10th standard,
Okay.
we were not studious till the 10th. And teachers used to address us, see, all the way that you have not done well. Fine, let us not worry about the history. And you need to worry about the 10th standard because it's a board exam. And the initial classes of the whole 10th standard is used to, preachings. You have to do this, you have to do that, you have to come out of all this mischievous activities. And we became very serious. The entire 10th grade students, 10th standard students became very serious, and we could able to get a good results out of their motivations and preachings, and we became serious. The whole of the 10th standard, we did not go anywhere. Even though we were mischievous, the whole class of the high school was very mischievous, but we took it very seriously and we did really well in the 10th standard. So that is the thing that used to tell my students, okay, fine, enjoy it, but when it comes to the need of the hour, then we have to be seriously looked into.
That's very great, sir. Another thing is, if your school friends right now saw you as a vice principal, as an HOD, what do you think they would say?
It's a transformation from not mature to mature. We were not matured at that time. They saw me as one of the friend, very mischievous altogether. Then now when they see, before vice principal, I became a lecturer in Tiptur. They told me that, how come you handle the students when you were so mischievous? Then I told, that's why I'm handling the students. That's how we are handling the students, because we know what are the things that the students play with teachers in the institution. So, but my deliberations in some of the sessions in the schools, some of the seminars, some of the things that they observed, and they thought that I will be a good administrator. And it's not just an administration, it's an administration with a human touch. That they observe, because we are all very good human beings as a whole. So that they feel that I'd be a better person for the administration post. Because I used to I was a secretary in the school. In the high school, I was a secretary. So I demonstrated my leadership qualities there in the school level. So they did not find any difference, and they congratulated me when I become a teacher, then head of the department, then as a vice principal. Still, I have a connectivity with them. And even some of the things, I take it as an input from them also. Because my friends are in different sectors, serving the society. I take the inputs and adopting that in the course of my administration.
That's very great, sir. This was all about your school life. So next we'll be moving on to the university life. Coming to the college and your university journey, my question is, what's that one moment in college when you thought that this is the story that I'm going to tell everyone my entire life?
Yeah. See, when I finished my PU, my academic percentage was not enough to get the seat in engineering. Then I thought that I should reject the secondary university and reappear for the secondary university. My father told, yes, you can reject it. You can appear for the re-exam and you can have a better score. Then I was preparing, actually I rejected the second pre-university and preparing. Then my father told, why do you waste 1 year of your life? Okay, I am there. He was account superintendent in the engineering college where I studied. Then he said, I can talk to the management and I can get you one seat there. Then suddenly I surprised, how come he told initially that you can reject and appear, and immediately after a few days he is telling, go and admit to the engineering, I am there to take care of that. So this is where I really got about the parental hand-holding. So even though they said, yes, you can lose 1 year, you can do well, but at the same time they are thinking on other side, why my son has to lose 1 year when a parent like me, I am there. So then I took that as a stepping stone, because at that time my father hand-holded me. So I should, and he was a part of the institution. Then I took it a little seriously, the academics, and proceeded further. So that clearly says that the parents are always with us, either directly or indirectly. So that made me to do differently in the institution, I mean the university level or the college level. So still remember that. Otherwise I would have lost 1 year, I would have not got a seat again. As you have seen, the rejection of the results will not be fetching anything. Sometimes it works out, sometimes it will not work out. So that is a point where I am touched, and I took the life very seriously after that.
That's very great, sir. Another thing, if your college life would have a title like a movie, what would the name of the title be?
So we spend our college life, I spend my college life with a joy and happiness. We did not bother too much on academics. I should not tell being a teacher, but sometimes I have to tell, because we should not worry too much on one thing. So we brought up in the college days watching the movies like Premaloka, Ranadira. My favorite hero was the Ravichandran.
Oh.
Still I sing songs of Ravichandran. We brought up looking or watching the movies like Premaloka, which is slightly towards the college life. And the college life is always a roller coaster, and there is ups and downs. And we studied yearly scheme, not a semester scheme, around 12 subjects in a year, and we need to appear all 12 subjects in a year to go to the next year. So yearly scheme. So I want to call my college life as a yearly scheme college life. Just like 2021 scheme, 2022 scheme, my scheme was annual, and there also we enjoyed, because there is no rush of examination. We used to have a relaxation time of 1 year. So somewhere we used to manage it. 1 month, half a year we will not study, in the remaining half a year we will study. And there will be arrears examinations also. So it is more of ups and downs. But we used to, as I told in the beginning, we used to balance the life of the non-academics and academics.
That's very great, sir. If you could time travel back to your college and whisper one secret to your younger self, what would that be?
That's what. Don't be serious always. Enjoy the life. Life comes one in a way, and that too college life comes in a way. You cannot be a college student again. You can have a different roles of life, and you can have a reputation also. But the college life, student life in particular, it cannot be repeated. Only you can cherish the memories. So don't be too much serious. Enjoy the life. Balance the life. Okay. Do good in examination. Do well in examination, because that the scorecard will be along with you. So value the scorecard a little bit more than anything. So balance the life, college life.
Great, sir. If you could relive 1 year of your university life, which year would that be?
Because I studied electronics and communication. For E&C, the second year is really tough. Even today, that second year, presently the third and fourth semester. At that time, since we had an annual scheme, it was the second year. All tough subjects used to be there in the second year. So if we would have not studied the second year, I think most of the students used to get the ranks. So second year we never recall, because continuously reading tough subjects, it was not a good time, second year time in the engineering. Even that is again there even today for E&C particularly.
But like, what if you could relive, other than the second year, if you could relive 1 year where you would want to go back, time travel, and relive this one again, like the entire college life again, like that one particular year, which would that be?
Second pre-university. We were too young, and we will not be knowing what happens next. Whether we join engineering, whether we join medicine, whether we join some other course, degree courses. We were nowhere. And we used to cherish every moment of the second pre-university, and very young age of that. And we used to collaboratively, we used to discuss what to be done after second pre-university. At the same time enjoying farewell parties, going together on one-day trip or maybe the trip. I enjoyed the second pre-university very well. So I want to go back to the second pre-university. Apart from that, final year engineering. Final year engineering was very pretty. Again, mixed emotions, because we will be going out of the portals of the engineering education. Whether we do the MTech or any PhD, we did not know at that time. So even the final year degree. Both 2 years are really memorable, and if opportunity comes, we want to go back to those 2 years.
That's very good. Before we go about your teaching career, I want to ask that you were talking about your parents. So I just wanted to ask on how your relationship was with them. How would they react when you told you were a very mischievous kid? So like, how would they react to that? And
the relationship between my parents and me is a true parental and children relationship. My mother was a housewife. My father was account superintendent in the college, and he was an artist of Gamaka and a state awardee, and he is a recipient of Kumar Prashasti also. He lived up to 97. The parents were with me. My father used to ask me what is your percentage of attendance, percentage of marks. My mother never asked me about all those things. Okay, she asked me whether you have taken food properly, whether you go to sleep properly, and all those things. So we have a balance of that. But my father did not consider my academics seriously. He said, better to get a first class minimum, because everybody gets first class. Most of the students get first class. You also get first class. And I will never be sharing whether I have exams or not. Even they did not ask me whether I had exams or not. So it goes on. And results, when it is announced, I used to tell my parents that results are announced. They never asked me about the results. Mischievousness, yes, any parent naturally tolerate the mischievousness, and of course some scoldings will be there here and there. But more than the mischievousness, I used to pass the jokes very effectively. The people around me used to laugh and they used to enjoy, even today also. I never consider the things very seriously. I pass a joke that makes the total environment very happy, very laughing moment. So there is no demarcation between the parent and children in my family. They consider me as a son, good son, and somewhere if I'm going wrong, they used to correct me. If I was going right, they used to praise me. So both mixture of the scoldings and praisings will be there.
That's very great, sir. So coming to the teaching career,
Yes.
30 years ago, first day as a teacher, how did you feel?
See, I studied in the same college. I graduated in the same college and became a teacher in the same college. So soon after the final year, I became a teacher. You see the status of me. All my students were one year junior to me. And to teach them, because I know the process of teaching, I know the effects of teaching because I was a student there. Then I prepared very well for the first class, making all notes so beautifully and practicing in a one room, the closed room, several times, and delivered one lecture in the first class. And they were all my juniors. They felt very happy. They told that you will be the good teacher if you continue that. Then I could not make again the practice of teaching. So I started teaching them. They were all appreciated me. That was the first day of my teaching in my career. In the institution where I studied.
How did you manage? You just told that you became a teacher for your juniors.
Yes.
So one day you are a senior to your juniors and the next day
that was a plus point for me because of mutual understanding. Mutual understanding. They also given me a margin. I also gave them the margin. And I was very strict with them. Inside they used to keep quiet. Outside after finishing the class, they used to come and tell, hey, ಏನಪ್ಪ ನಿಂದು ಗಾಂಚಲಿ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ರೂಮ್ ಒಳಗಡೆ. They used to talk like that, very much close. And the way in which we brought out in the college, there is no seniority and juniority. We used to mix together in the programs and other things, and we used to mentor them in some of the things. So there is no gap between the seniors and juniors. So it was a tough time to manage them also. Some students used to walk out of the class taking the leverage of my friendship with them. But somehow I used to manage them and they used to manage me. It's a mutual agreement between us.
That's very great, sir. What's the funniest or the most unforgettable classroom incident that you've experienced as a teacher?
No, every moment in the class being a teacher is a great. We learn many things in the classroom. More than the students' learnings, the teacher learnings are more. Because we try to catch up what we delivered, and we used to work on that in the initial stages of the teaching. They used to get a feedback. It is not yearly feedback. Every time we used to ask, "Yenide?" Because we started the journey being a teacher. We should get the feed from the students. They are the best judges of your teaching. Okay, they used to tell that you are going slow, you are going fast, and we used to correct. Because the students used to train the teachers what to teach, what will be the pace. And communication, yes, I still remember. My father used to tell me to draft a letters in the college days. He gives me an example. This is where you need to write a letter. Address to whom you have to letter. Then he used to teach me how to write a letter. He is a very good in drafting because he used to manage the institution. So that is how I learned the drafting. When it comes to the college life, yes, every moment is unforgettable. And in one of my class, again in the initial stages of my teaching journey, one student was very notorious, and I asked him to go out. He was a big shot. Then after the class, he told me that my pocket money is more than your salary. This is how. That is why even myself and principal used to tell, don't talk about the status and other things to the teacher, because the life of the teacher cannot be valued. The teacher cannot be valued at all. It's not in terms of money. Okay, there is no valuation of teacher. So such a sacred profession that we are in. This is and he became a very good friend of me later. But that was the mentality of the students. We have a mixture. That is why you have to manage. It is not just to curb them and keep them quiet. Then I taught him a lesson, life lesson. It's not just a money that you have. It is more than that. He realized that even today we are good friends. So that was an incident that made me to tell my students that you should not do those things. Okay, not to talk on the status of you to the teacher or mentor. Okay, the life of you is different from the life of others. So let us not have the projections and the comparisons of the lives. That was an incident, and there are many funny incidents happened. I used to tell, when you want to bunk the classes, please inform me and bunk. Then they used to say, then what is the meaning of bunking? I give the permission, official permission, you go enjoy wherever you want, even today also. Don't bunk the class. If you bunk the class, it's a slap on the teacher. It's a slap on the face of the teacher. So inform, either directly or indirectly, just throw a message to them and run away. We don't mind. So that is again another funny. Sir, why you say that? Taking a permission from a teacher and absconding from the classes is not a bunking. But sometimes we accept all those things.
That's very great, sir. Another question is, if you could swap life with any of your students, what would you do?
Again become mischievous, again become funny. That is impossible in this profession now. So give me a chance, I'll go back and enjoy my life.
That's very great. That is about your teaching career. Now moving to, after teaching, you moved to the administration level. How did it feel? How is it comparatively to teaching?
All my life experience is helping me to do better job as an administrator. So administration with a human touch is being adopted by me, and I am very jovial person. I am not very serious on any occasion. If I become serious, then immediately I switch over to other side. So administration to be done not seriously. So occasionally we should go out of the way. We should not be serious on our administration. That is the skill which I adopt in my administration.
How was it, sir, comparatively to teaching?
Teaching is different, administration is different, and administration is everyday learning process. See, you are dealing with a system. No system is ideal. Okay? No teachers are ideal. Again, it's a learning phase. You have to learn many things in each day experience. You have to get yourself, you have to take a feedback from the people around you. It should not be unidirectional, it should be bidirectional. Otherwise it becomes a dictatorship. It's not an administration. So that is why I said, so we have to learn many things in a very day. Adopt that in the next day. So that is administration and leadership. Leadership is not something being front. Okay? The leader should be among the team. Of course, he can lead it front, but he should be in the center of the team, within the team. Okay. We have to take the team along with us. We have to listen to them. A leader should be a good listener. Leaders should communicate very well. Both are important. I have to listen to them with the patience. I need to communicate them effectively. So that is why I said it's a bi-directional.
That's nice, sir. So you've been in HOD for 17 years. What's the most fun part of being in charge that people don't really expect?
Very difficult question. As a head of the department, you cannot enjoy anything.
Okay.
You cannot enjoy anything. Okay. But you can enjoy as a head of the department among the faculty, not with the students. Students, yes, I made them to enjoy, even though I know that it's not advisable. I used to tell them, just go and enjoy, even though it is officially it is not permitted. As I told you, inform and run the classes. I used to give them an average of abstaining from the classes wherever it is not important in the semester. But at the same time, I am pulling back the rope sometimes. I have to be very serious. So I have to balance it. So coming to the question, enjoying any funny moment as a head of the department, you are asking?
No, it's like something that you find it like fun as being in charge of this. But like people don't really expect that. That okay, yes, as being a leader you can be fun.
I used to catch the students, sometimes catch the staff members. But I will not be sharing with them. I will not be sharing with them. Some of the faculty sleeps on the table. When I go to them, I understand that they are sleeping. I should not disturb. After that, I call them, but I never tell them that you are sleeping. Okay, it's some kind of relaxation. That's what, wherever it is required, we have to give a freedom to them, either the students or the staff. Wherever it is required, we have to be very serious. It's based on the situation. But more likely, being a teacher, we can enjoy. Being a head of the department, the scope is limited.
Okay, as being a teacher, what is something that you will enjoy?
I used to go with them for the party.
Wow.
Not now.
Okay.
In the initial stages.
That's nice.
But outside, friends, inside, the same teacher and student.
That's nice.
A very cordial relationship that we established with the students.
That's nice, sir. So, between teaching, research, admin, and events, when do you secretly feel this is the most fun job in the world?
Being a teacher, we can enjoy every moment of the life. Because we started our journey as a teacher, then head of the department, then the vice principal and principal. So those moments are really unforgettable. And those are the stepping stones to come to this level. But it's not advisable only to that level. We should come up at any part of life. We should grow. We should step up the ladder. We should grow. So coming to the leadership role, yes, we understand the system being a teacher. This is what I wanted to do to the system. This is what I wanted to do to the students. This is what I wanted to do to my fellow colleagues. So when you become an administrator, you have a chance of executing all those. You can make the system robust, you can make the system understandable and effective.
That's nice. So this is all about the leadership side. And next we'll be moving to the music with Okay, sir. Just not with teaching and leadership, you're also a very great singer. So do your colleagues or students ever request one song before the class starts?
No, the singing is in my blood because my father was a musician. He's a classical singer. But I did not get a teachings from him or classical. But I learnt on my own. I followed the tunes, and my father used to sing at home, and I used to go along with him for all his performances. He was a Doordarshan artist as well as All India Radio artist. Singing is, I did not take the singing as a profession, unfortunately. But I sing in some of the occasions, either in the institution or outside also. But I never sing when I'm taking the classes. Otherwise, it becomes singing only. But occasionally I sing wherever it is there.
So why, a question like why didn't you choose towards, because you're a very great singer, why didn't you go towards the singing profession side?
I don't know, madam. I don't know, because even my friends used to tell, instead of being in this profession, you would have been in that profession. The time did not make me to choose that path. And there was no force from my father to continue. Otherwise, I would have taken up. That's what I said. My father and mother never, put restrictions on anything. So they left us free. So I think in the process, I could not able to get that as a full time. But I'm enjoying myself, and I make surrounding also to enjoy wherever it is possible.
So if you could go back in time, and
Yes.
if there is a place where you have two paths, one that leads you to the singing profession and the other that leads you to teaching profession, what would you choose?
I'll take it as a 50-50.
Okay.
I'll take it as a 50-50. I take both the streams equally. Okay. I excel in both the fields equally.
That's a very great answer, sir. Do you have any similarities between singing on stage and teaching in class?
Maybe the voice modulation in teaching. Okay. So that is the essence of a singer, because when you sing, you start modulating your voice. So that is being slightly adopted in my communication skills. So there is no monotonicity in the delivery of my words. There is always a modulation. Wherever some points need to be stressed, I give more thrust on that, and otherwise less. So that's what I used to modulate the sentences accordingly. That probably makes the students feel happier.
That's nice, sir.
My colleagues used to tell me, ನೀವು ಹಾಡು ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಪಾಠ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ ಅಂತ, ಪಾಠ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಹಾಡು ಹೇಳ್ತೀರಾ ಅಂತ. So that is how you see the singers who speaks in the public forum. Okay, we feel happier to listen those things. The voice and voice modulation both, the melodious voice and modulation both.
So which is one song that has stuck with you since like a very long time?
Again, that is the song of our crazy star. I think this is not a platform to. You want to sing me that song?
Yes, sir, please. We wanted you to do that.
I just sing one line of that.
Okay, yeah, sure.
ಇದು ಹೂವಿನ ಲೋಕವೇ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಗೆಳತಿಯರಿಲ್ಲವೇ, ಹೇಗೆ ನಾ ಹಾಡಲಿ ಹೇಳಿ ಹೂಗಳೇ, ಯಾರೆ ನೀನು ರೋಜಾ ಹೂವೆ, ಯಾರೆ ನೀನು ಮಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಹೂವೆ, ಹೇಳೆವೋ ಚೆಲುವೆ ಚೆಲುವಿನ ಹೂವೆ. ಸೌಗಂಧ ಹೂವಲ್ಲಿ ಸೇರಿಕೊಂಡಿತ್ತಂತೆ ಸೌಂದರ್ಯ, ಹೆಣ್ಣಲ್ಲಿ ಸೇರಿಕೊಂಡಿತ್ತಂತೆ ಸಂಗೀತ, ನನ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಸೇರಿಕೊಂಡಿತ್ತಂತೆ ಹೇ ಹೇ. ಯಾರೆ ನೀನು ರೋಜಾ ಹೂವೆ, ಯಾರೆ ನೀನು ಮಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಹೂವೆ, ಹೇಳೆವೋ ಚೆಲುವೆ ಚೆಲುವಿನ ಹೂವೆ. ಲಾ ಲ ಲಾ 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 ಲ ಲಾ 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 ಲ ಲಾ ಹೇ ಲಾ ಲ ಲ ಲಾ ಹಾ ಲಾ ಲ ಲಾ ಲಾ ಲ ಲಾ ಶಬರಿ ಬರಿ ಬರಿ ಲಾ 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 ಶಬಬ್ಬಾ ಬರಿ ಬಬ್ಬಾ ಬಬಾ.
Oh my God, that is very, very, very.
This is how I thrilled my students in the platforms.
Oh my God.
And my friends used to enjoy in my singing wherever we go outside. But as I told that I am not a professional singer,
So
I made the people to become happy.
This is very beautiful, sir. It's very shocking on how you learned it on your own, but the modulation was awesome. Like it was on point.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
So now we come to a small game in this chat room. So it is truth, dare, or song. So you'll have to either choose truth, dare, or you have to sing a song. Okay.
But I should have a dare to answer all this.
Yeah, but okay. So we'll start with the first one.
Yes, okay.
That is, what do you want to choose? Truth, dare, or
Dare.
song? Dare. Okay. Dare is pretend you're a student giving a creative reason for low attendance.
ಸಾರ್ ಹುಷಾರಿರಲಿಲ್ಲ ಸಾರ್, ತಗೊಳ್ಳಿ ಸಾರ್, ಮೆಡಿಕಲ್ ಸರ್ಟಿಫಿಕೇಟ್ ತಂದಿದ್ದೀನಿ, ಗೈನಿಕಾಲಜಿಸ್ಟಿಂದ ತಂದಿದ್ದೀನಿ, ತಗೊಳ್ಳಿ ಸಾರ್. ನನಗೆ ತುಂಬ ಗಂಟ್ಲು ನೋವ್ತಿತ್ತು ಸಾರ್, ಈಗ ಪರವಾಗಿಲ್ಲ ಸಾರ್, ಮಾತಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ ಸಾರ್, ಗಂಟ್ಲೇ ಏನೂ ಇರಲಿಲ್ಲ ಸಾರ್, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಫೋನು ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕಾಗಲಿಲ್ಲ ಸಾರ್ ಕೌನ್ಸಿಲರ್ಗೆ. ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಹೌ ದ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಟೆಲ್ಸ್.
Wow. Medical certificate is a very common reason.
They take from the gynecologist because aunt and somebody gynecologist, they write it, throat is not well, something is not well.
Okay, that's very nice. Next, what do you want to choose? Truth, dare, or song?
Song.
Okay. Sing or recite a romantic song line, but in full strict teacher mode.
Strict. As a strict tone.
Yes, strict tone.
As a teacher.
Yes.
ಪ್ರೀತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಇರೋ ಸುಖ ಗೊತ್ತೇ ಇರಲಿಲ್ಲ, ಹೂ ಅಂತೀಯ, ಹೂ ಅಂತೀಯ, ಎಸ್ ಹೇಳ್ತೀಯಾ ಇಲ್ಲ ನೋ ಹೇಳ್ತೀಯಾ, ಹೇಳು. ಎಸ್ಸು ನೋ ಎರಡು ಹೇಳಂಗಿಲ್ಲ, ಇದರ ಎಸ್ ಹೇಳಬೇಕು ಅಥವಾ ನೋ ಹೇಳಬೇಕು, ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಇರು ಹೇಳ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು. Nice, no?
Sir, is it actually a song or?
Hey, wow! You send her out.
Oh wow, that is awesome. Yeah, I know that the first two lines were song, but I thought the rest was also in the song itself. That was awesome. Okay.
ಅದು ಪ್ರೀತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಇರೋ ಸುಖ ಗೊತ್ತೇ ಇರಲಿಲ್ಲ, ಹೂ ಅಂತೀಯ, ಹೂ ಅಂತೀಯ.
Okay. And then
ಕೇಳದೆ ಬಳಿ ಬಂದರೆ that continues. But I made it that ಹೂ ಅಂತೀಯ as a twist.
That was very awesome. Okay.
Now you used to ask the students, say yes or no. You cannot say both. Say yes or no and get out.
Okay. What is the next one you want to choose? Truth, dare, or
You
song?
please edit all this.
Yes, sir. We'll edit it out. So the next one is truth, dare, or song.
Truth.
Okay, that's nice. If you could erase one boring thing from education forever, what would it be?
Blue books. Evaluation. No. Being a teacher, one thing that I hate the work is correcting blue books.
As a student, even we want that to be erased. So that is very nice. Coming to the last and the closing session, we wanted to ask that if you could invite any three people, either alive or dead, for a dinner and a music jam, who would it be?
Can you come back?
Okay. If you could invite any three people, either alive or dead, for a dinner and a music jam, who would they be?
S.P. Balasubramaniam.
Yes, sir. And okay, just three people, like any three.
Three people?
Yeah.
S.P. Balasubramaniam and my father and some Aparna, who recently passed away, the anchor Aparna. Because we did some of the programs together, anchoring, master of ceremony.
Oh.
Okay, so I liked her as an anchor. Being a singer, I liked my father and S.P. Balasubramaniam.
So one thing that
if we group together, we will create the history. All three.
Yes, sir. One thing I wanted to tell from my side was every time you used to, sing on stage, I used to always remember S.P. Balasubramaniam. I don't know why your voice resonates a lot with his. So
voice and body language,
yes.
And body also.
But like every time I look at you, sir, I remember S.P. Balasubramaniam. I just wanted to let you know about this. So you inviting him is like a very nice thing. And a final question is one golden piece of advice for students, but you can sing it in song lyric style instead of like a lecture.
Piece of advice to the students.
Yes, one golden piece of advice to students, but instead of like a lecture, you can sing it out to them, like if you would want to.
ಜಾಲಿ ಮಾಡು ಲೈಫಲ್ಲಿ ತಂದೆ ತಾಯಿ ಗುರುಗಳಿಗೆ ಗೌರವ ಕೊಡು ನೀ ಜಾಲಿ ಮಾಡು ಲೈಫಲ್ಲಿ ಈ ಪ್ರೀತಿ ಅಭಿಮಾನ ಎಂದೆಂದೂ ನಮ್ಮದೇ.
That's very nice, sir. Thank you so much for being here with us in this chat room. It was my pleasure to actually host the interview today with you, sir. How does it feel?
Yeah, I feel it is happy. I enjoyed the show, and it's more of realistic. And again, as I mention always, every journey is a learning. And best wishes to you and your team. Take it further and do a lot of podcast and reach out the society in a bigger way and serve the society in a bigger way. And your deliberations in the podcast, the content in the podcast should change the society and world in large. So best wishes to you and your team. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. And thank you for all the viewers for watching this episode. Until the next one.